I started off as a laborer because I had no idea that this is what roof was.
Did you begin in the roofing department?
Yes.
And so
I've stayed in roofing.
What was what's an example of the things you would do as a laborer at the entry level?
Move trash, set up the material, cover up material, move around bundles of Fesco, get the equipment ready, stuff like that.
And then, as you worked for a while, then you got chances to do more advanced skills.
Yes, within I want to say 2 or 3 years, Chamberlin gave me the opportunity to start running a crew. Well, even if it's just me and 4, because they gave me small jobs, 50, 100 square jobs, and we went in there, we got them done, and Chamberlin saw that I could do it because I liked it, and they gave me the opportunity to grow more. After that, I started in '96 of February 22. And
so we're coming up on an anniversary here.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah, wow. So, so you learned mostly on the job. Did you have other training that you attended to learn
They have given
skills?
us the OSHA. I've taken the OSHA 10. Then I retook the.
So that's mostly about safety.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I retook we needed the OSHA 30. So I did the OSHA 30. I've done CERA, which is for the torching class. I've done scaffolding. I've done ladder. I've done forklift class. I've done, what else? The Bunsen chair, the one you hang off the building. I've learned.
Is that a different kind of scaffolding like?
No, it's just 2 ropes, just a lifeline, and your rope you're hanging on to.
It's like rappelling.
Yes.
Okay.
And just rappel down, checking the windows, checking the side of the building.
Okay.
And, I had no idea I was going to be doing that because my idea of a roof was a shingle, a house.
Sure.
But when you get into commercial industrial, it's a whole different ballgame.
So now you have training in different kinds of roofing. Tell me the different kinds of roofing that you do.
We do, I don't want to say I do it all because there's just so much out there in the industry that I don't think everybody has done it all. There's just so many kinds of materials, so many different ways of putting it on. But I have done EPDM, mostly all 3 ways, which is ballast with gravel. You just lay out the EPDM, put some gravel on it, tape in your seams, and screw it down. You mechanically fasten, fully adhere it, and then you have your insulation, which you have your tapered, your flat stop with crickets. It all depends on the building. Then that's EPDM only, and then you have your TPO. It's all the same thing, adhered and mechanically fastened. Then you have your other single plies, which is Duralast, Bond Code, what's the other one? Carlisle, John Mansfield. They make TPO, but it's almost the same details. They just change a little bit. Really.
And the options are to decide like durability and
yes.
size of the building, I
yes.
assume.
And depending on the area that they are, the wind speed and hurricane and all that good stuff.
Right.
Because they have to be securely in there so that it doesn't blow off. They have to meet requirements like 120 wind mile per hour, or they have to be weighted down, or sometimes people use roofs as patio decks. The main thing is when you take it upon yourself to put on a roof to do something that you love is like they say when there's an old saying that says when you do something right when you don't want to, and when you do something right and when you do what you love when you don't want to do it, then when you want to do it, you can do it even better. See, because that means that this is what you love. This is what you love doing, and that's how I feel. This is my passion, roofing. I've worked with sheet metal, I've worked with waterproofing, I've worked with maintenance, but nothing to me personally like roofing. This is my thing. I found what I love, roofing.
So how many people do you supervise now? What's your
right now
responsibility.
Right now on this job, it really depends on the size of the job and what you're doing.
Of course.
Because you can go out on a leak and just take one guy. Go on leak investigating, you just need one guy or two guys. Just to set up the ladder, just safety-wise, so that two more eyes are looking at the situation. But as far as like something a little bit bigger, like maybe going on a bigger repair, you may need 5 guys, 4 guys. But when you have a big job where you got to go remove the roof and put on a new roof, then you need at least 10 guys. Right now we have 14 on the job site.
What job are you working on right now?
We're working on Cypress Fairbanks Medical Hospital.
Oh, very nice.
Off on Steepletop and Jones.
Yeah.
We barely started that one last week.
And so is this a repair? Are you replacing a roof? Are you installing for the first time?
Replacing and installing new roof.
Yeah.
Remove the old roof and replace it with a new one. And that one is getting a cold process, which is a whole different thing. So,
I can hear the pride in your job. You've learned a lot. Would you recommend this as a career choice to somebody maybe in high school?
Yes, definitely. Because don't be like me. So that's what I would say. Don't close your mind saying, "Well, construction, the sun. I don't want to get my hands dirty." But I don't think it's about that. It's about learning something new. Learning something you never knew you were going to learn. Because people say, well, say for example, you go to a different park. There's something else in parks. Nowadays, I was in Conroe, they had a park and they have these things where you can do exercise. Now they have them out there. That rather than going to the gym, now you're outside, exercising, than rather being in a warehouse, or gym working out. And it's just like going to a different park to me, because you never know what you're gonna run into. It's just different things. I would love to just keep growing in Chamberlain. I would love to have my own company, but the problem with that is nowadays you can only do small jobs.
So you get to work on more interesting jobs by being with this larger commercial company.
Yes, because when you go outside on your own, it's really tough out there. You have to be struggling to find a job, go to places, ask for people the jobs, and then you have other contractors that go even lower, and then you end up with the low jobs that nobody really wants to do.
Right.
And Chamberlain does to me the best jobs. We do high profile buildings, high rise buildings, all kinds of high profile buildings.
And that keeps it very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also working with contractors, Vaughn, Bradford Beatty, Hansel Phelps, Vaughn, Tellefson. We work with so many companies. And it's also, you get to have relationships with those companies, with those construction companies.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Lopez, thank you so much for your time today. And it's very interesting to hear you talk about your work.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks.